a country called the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, I said something some couple of days ago that there's a stanza in our national anthem that says, though tribes and tongue may differ, but in brotherhood we stand. But unfortunately, in recent times, it's looking like that division is beginning to eat deep into the caucasoid of our ethnicity, our religion, and even those who ordinarily we should be looking up to as, I cannot see them as role model, but those who we have been saddled with the responsibility of overseeing the lives and property, securing what our future should look like, what our future should be, a strong future that you and I can be proud of, and not there to help us. My name is Stanley Paul Ikao, and it's the Bumper Breakfast on Mitv. If you're joining us, we come your way 8 a.m. I almost said 8 p.m. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mondays through Fridays, but then on Monday it's usually 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. In our usual style, our character, and what we know how to do best, we'll be dissecting, analyzing without bias, without sentiment. As long as we don't libel, because I have a barrister here with me, she understands the law, she knows how to interpret, not like someone who says, I know the law. The law, like I say, it's something else, but then interpretation sometimes can move or sweep you off your feet. This morning, there's so much to talk about. In the course of the program as well, we'll be having a guest, and it's all about fighting all form of gender-based violence. But this time around, our focus and our searchlight will be on women, the girls. There's so much protection that needs to be given to the girl child, to the women, because there's violence everywhere. So a couple of months ago, an officer had an altercation with his wife, and at the end of the day, the man was killed. So it's not about the women that are being domestically violated, but the men also go through theirs as well. The point is, how many have the voice to speak out? So we'll be joined by some people that will be discussing and dissecting all of that with us this morning. Once again, my name is Stanley Paulikau, and it's the Bumper Breakfast on MITV. We're on DSTV channel 255. Yes, we're on Start and channel 119. Now you can also download the Limex app, and on the go, you won't miss any of the action this morning. I have been joined by a delectable lawyer, someone who understands the law, knows how to interpret it. I'm sure she wasn't there when you were singing on your mandate. We shall stand. Barrister Pink will join us this morning. Barrister, how are you doing?
I'm very fine.
There's something going down this evening. What's it?
Nigeria Media Night Out.
Nigeria Media Night Out.
Yes, Access Magazine.
There's one person I don't want to see there. If I come to
no,
that,
he's not going to come. The president actually sent him to stay in Kebbi. As a chief of the
you guys must acknowledge my input in that group. You guys must acknowledge my input in that. Barrister Pink, once again, welcome to the program. Now, quickly, I want to ask this question because I think that's the punchline I'm going to be throwing right now.
Yeah.
In your own little knowledge and understanding about the sovereignty of Nigeria, I have been asking this question. I'm going to ask it all through until we get sanity is restored in our security system. Do you think Nigeria's sovereignty is under threat?
I don't think so. So the mistake people always make is that you need to make more investigation. Like the last time I learned from Mr. Biola, actually, that there was a treaty between Nigeria and the United States.
No, I'm not even talking about.
No, I know. I'm just trying to
talking about the influence of America.
I know.
Looking at the insecurity.
That's what I'm saying. So Nigeria have signed a lot of things that most of us are not aware
of.
So most people, conspiracy theory, I hope they've not even sold Nigeria in the stock market even before us. That's where I was trying to arrive. That they keep signing things, and most of us, it's like most of these contracts are not in the open space for people to say, okay, let me just go except we are privy to know.
And that's where we lack transparency.
Exactly. So they hide a lot of things, because I see, at least when you watch television, you hear how other countries they speak. They can freely speak about the health of their president or their prime minister, even if they are under monarchy system. As far as you're a ruler, they can freely speak about how much declaration, what you had in your account before you came. So you see that there's a lot of things, they treat us like children. That's what I see through these apps, the social media apps. You find out that there are people started calling their own people a liar. They'll say, don't go to Nigeria, but we are in Nigeria now, nothing is happening. So now they are now smart enough to remove themselves from that general statement they keep putting on Nigeria and limit themselves to where it's happening. Now it's even good because those people that are doing those things don't know that they are killing their own states, killing the economy of that state, because whatever thing you generate, you send it now, especially this tax system is what you generate, they will give you back. I hope you understand. So if you want to spoil your whole state and you expect other people to come and give you from their own, they might argue with you and say, no, it's not my sweat, we need it here and there. So now they've mentioned the state. I will not lie to you, till now, if I'm the president of Nigeria, I will have declared those states state of emergency. It will have been military going around those states.
The same way an elder statesman and former minister in this country advised Mr. President to review the Military Act of 2004. That means the retirement age of 60 and 35 years in service needs to be reviewed. I hope Mr. President listens. Now let's get to the crux of the matter, like a friend would always say. So many things that happened in the last 24 hours in Nigeria, and definitely it would make the news. And this time around, let's first talk about, as much as I celebrate their release, them reuniting with their family. I also think, like what's the name now said yesterday, Akifatuke? And Akoni said yesterday, Sheyi Akoni said yesterday, we need some form of transparency. When the military in any country invades the country to rescue their people, they come out to tell you how they go about it. And if it's the other way around, it's always in the open. But this part of they tell us, the clear bandits, according to them now, they put it in the media that Operation Hadinkai, Operation Lafia did this, did that, and you expect us to believe all of that. To me, it's now looking like a cooked up story that's to be sad. So it's just like you just prepare the food and say, I've prepared this food, whether you like it or not, eat it. Now let's go straight to Kebbi State, where for me, I am happy that this 24 students have been released. They've reunited with their family. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu confirmed the return of the students and acknowledged the role of security agencies in securing their release. President would address that. She would have a say. I would also share my own 2 cents in that regard. He says, quoting the president right now, he says, I am relieved that all 24 girls have been accounted for. Now we must put, as a matter of urgency, more boost on the ground, more boots, I beg your pardon, on the ground in the vulnerable areas to avert further incidents of kidnapping. My government, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, and I repeat, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government will offer all assistance needed to achieve this. I'm looking for another quote here by Mr. President. None.
Okay.
Barrister Pink, let's discuss this. His government, as he described it, will do everything possible. He has always said this. He came with a manifesto that he would revamp our economy. Sorry, during the electionary rather, he said he would revamp, he would ensure that security is top notch. When he came on board, the first statement he made after telling us that first subsidy was done was that he was going to ensure that our economy would boom and boost. Nobody's contending that with him. Now, the last 2 years, abduction, kidnapping did not get to this level. There were abductions, there were killings, there were kidnapping, but didn't get to this level. Now, 2 years down the line, Mr. President is looking at 2027. And I'll also take your thoughts on what at the end the National Security Advisor said it, but let's deal with this. The 24 students have been released. They've reunited with their family. The presidency have told us that they would keep supporting security agencies to combat out bandits from our bush. From forest, not bush now. Bush different from forest. Now, what do you make of from all of this? How would you describe this, Mr. President's statement, the release of these girls, and the modalities they employed to get them released?
So, you said modalities. They will not say, oh, they paid the ransom, because I don't think the people that kidnapped them would all be dropping them like Koso on the road, right? So let's give it to the government that they actually entered somewhere or they picked them from the bush. Let's leave it. But this thing is looking familiar to me, actually.
It's looking like a big business to some people.
Yeah, it's a kidnapping business looking like a good business.
Money that ordinarily that should be used to grow the economy.
It's now being pumped.
It's being pumped to not combating security.
Yeah.
To negotiate and pay ransom.
Exactly.
Some persons are getting richer at the expense of the lives.
Maybe all of them, like 24, might be 500 million, 1 billion. You understand? So
well, that's good because
that's why I said. But it's looking familiar to me because during the time of late ex-president Buhari, I will use the word bloody civilians. But the truth is that my family were prominent in the government, but they were civilians. The truth about all this thing is that I'm sure they know the person that started all this thing.
They know the person or the group of people.
No, before it spiraled out of control.
Okay.
So sometimes when you want to nip something at butt, you have to go to the roots. I hope you understand. Because to me, people keep sharing pictures of some of the insurgents. They don't look Nigerian. They sound Nigerian look like. You just see Nigerian somehow. You just see that this person is a Nigerian. You know, when you were saying threatening sovereignty, no time I've had the president saying that, oh, these people are actually foreigners. It is only the citizens complaining about it.
Because the citizens know them.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Mr. President cannot be everywhere.
But he's not accepting the facts or the testimonies of this citizenship. That's where I have a problem. So I will only agree with you if our sovereignty is being under, if the presidency agree, you understand, that these are actually foreigners and we should look at our porous borders. But at this point, the whole thing is looking avenged to me, and nobody can convince me otherwise, because I've seen it in the previous government, the late president, that Dapchi girls were all they released, and the person that was making that video of the girls, number one, who is number one, speak, call your name, to me it's unnecessary. It's not even the time for you to be saying that to the girls. If you know that if they are Christians or Muslims, they should pray safe. Maybe just see them praying, like thank God for everything they are moving. This one, the person is trying to show us that it's demo. To me, the more you try to do that, you try to prove to me, it makes me more convinced that these things are all looking staged. And why did it increase? Because President of the United States says something. So people want to show that even if he's president, nothing will happen. Yeah. But we are making it happen for them. These are not the same ECOMOG people. 1991, 1992, I remember very well. Let me tell you, I was in primary 6. Is it 1989 or so? When these Liberian people came with a projector and was showing us what was happening in Liberia. And how I remember that man said, I almost wanted to become a soldier. How they spoke about the Nigerian army, that even the army coming from other countries, people don't like seeing them because they rape them, they do this, they do that to them. But once they sight the Nigerian army from their hideouts, they'll come out because the Nigerian army will say, follow us.
Yeah. Thanks, as much as it's answerable to Mr. President.
Yeah.
Now, he also must alliance with the National Security Advisor. Now, everything that would be discussed will be presented to Mr. President for assent and all whatnot. Now, when you have a civilian manning these positions, Minister of Defense, Minister of State for Defense, to think that Bello Matawale, during his term as governor of Zamfara, almost insurgency almost crippled Zamfara State.
Yeah, and he came.
Hence the reason why Ibrahim, Dauda, the current governor of Zamfara State, had the chance to use insecurity as a means to unseat him.
Campaign.
Now, this same man, Mr. President, thought, because I don't want to offend these people, I also have a problem with the appointment of Mr. President. You don't appoint because Buhari did this, he appointed his own people. You are scared of this person not backbiting you. You are scared of this person not sabotaging you. I think that's the best word now. Hence the reason why Mr. President has been making some funny appointments. Do you think other regions will be happy? Oh, you want an all-inclusive government? Fine, you have Bianca, you have this person, you have what's his name now? The man that ranted recently. Yes, Wike. Fine, no doubt about that. But it looked obvious. It's now obvious that Mr. President had an agenda and still has an agenda. No doubt about it. No problem. But the way and manner he went about it, I think, in my own opinion, is the reasons why all of these things would continue to happen. And successive administrations when during the time of late President Muhammadu Buhari, the former Minister of Communication was what's it now? Adebayo Shitu. Someone I know very, very well. Now, second time, the man left, and he brought in Issa Pantami. Why? You understand? So all of this would definitely cause some people to be aggrieved, and saboteurs would definitely come in. So now, don't you think, Mr. President, in some of those key areas, made mistake in appointing these people?
Okay, so let me answer you. Yesterday, you know, I'm always on, you know, these are our links on our TV now. There's YouTube. I'm always there watching one history or the other.
Yeah.
So I had this opinion, like, why are they there? Until yesterday, when I was watching a particular African country, and I found out that, you know, because we have gone through military era, they don't want even anybody that is passed to handle our defense because of this school thing and all that. They don't even know their mind and all that. So they want everything out. Let us handle our own. But at this point, we need experienced hands. You don't understand? We need experience and somebody that understands that. Do you know what? There will be collateral damage. I hope you understand.
But
we need to. Yes, it's not that he does not care, but we need to.
No, as long as it's in the interest of the people and the country.
Yeah, because over time, if you watch, remember that film, Rules of Engagement. Yeah. If you have seen that movie, you know that's why people started saying gun. Because why? By the time you want to do like this, the thing might just fire. You don't know how far the thing has gone. Yeah, they call it misfire.
But that's accidental discharge.
Yeah, something like that.
But you would agree with me that at this point, everybody needs to be self-defensive.
See, that's if you notice the last time I said that was on Monday. Last week Wednesday, I said I think the president should liaise with the legal department and even the body of Ben Charles, everybody, and the Nigerian Bar Association. They should relax on this self-defense of a thing. What I'm saying is that we are somehow at war. That's what people don't understand. But they don't want to say we are at war. They still want us to live our normal life and pretend.
You said we are at war, but you maintain that our sovereignty is not under threat. If we are
at war, let me tell you, when you say we are at war, let me tell you, these are internal wars.
That's what I'm saying.
But if only our president,
if our internal crisis is not addressed, it would at the end of the day affect our sovereignty.
Now, the sovereignty you are talking about, we should not forget that the president is still in Aso Rock. The security. So if they attack Aso Rock, it affects the whole Nigeria. That is when I will believe that the sovereignty will be attacked. But we are under attack. But the government is not accepting the fact that
Aso Rock be attacked before you agree or you admit that.
Yeah, if they are, as we are now, the federal now, if they attack my house, it doesn't mean that it affects the sovereignty.
It's a national problem.
It's not a national problem.
You know why?
It's a state problem.
No, you know why? For everything that happens, see, it's not a state problem because we don't run that regional government that would allow.
It is the state because if the criminal is caught.
I'm going somewhere. The commissioner would not take a decision or an order from the state government.
Yeah.
He would rather first confirm from the AIG.
Yeah.
The zonal commander first. It liaises with the AIG. The AIG liaises with who? The IG before anything happens. So it means there's still, and the IG would not give an order until he meets with Mr. President.
No. What? Let me explain to you.
You said no?
No, legally, hold on. I want you to understand what I'm saying. If my house is being back to center, but if my house is being under attack, under siege, if the criminals are caught, it is the state that will persecute them, not federal.